Have you ever thought about the risk required to try something new in your business? Most people don't really think about this because you're just trying to do everything, right? But there's a cost associated with trying every marketing channel. There's a cost associated with every product launch that you do because the reality is, although you might have unlimited money to spend, right? You might have funding or a huge budget, but you don't have unlimited energy and you don't have unlimited focus. So when you peel away the layers of what you're doing and you're spreading yourself so thin across multiple marketing channels or multiple products or multiple avenues without the required energy, aka talent or people, in order to manage those channels properly, you actually have a huge risk associated with doing so. So today in this video, I'm going to talk about what that risk is, how to mitigate that risk, and how to think about risk in marketing. First, you need to identify the risk in and of itself. So let's say that you are using cold email to grow your business. That's your primary marketing channel. It's booking you 25 calls a month. It's going really well. And you think, well, this is going so great. Why don't I also run ads? Right? So you might have the money to do so. You hire an agency to kind of handle it, and it's working a little bit. But if you are putting way more attention and time there, the risk is that not only does the ad starts working, that's great, and you might be booking meetings from it, but you notice that your cold email starts to dip a little bit. And that is the risk associated with trying something new or with going in a different direction, because you're not only giving up the time, attention, and energy, you're also giving up the focus and the knowledge of just that one marketing channel that you were focusing on. So if that's the case, the risk associated with trying paid ads is actually higher than just the cost involved, because you're also thinking about the lost results from that previous marketing channel. Next, you need to analyze the impact. So if you try paid ads and it brings you 20 new meetings and your cold email starts to drop by like 5 meetings a month, that's a net positive and you should keep doing it. But if you're spending a whole bunch of money just to get like 4 or 5 calls and they're not really that qualified, and cold email dips by like 10 calls a month, then that's a problem, right? And the cost associated or the risk associated with paid ads isn't worth it at the time or at your current stage. And you kind of need to analyze those numbers as you're doing it so that you don't get pulled in too many directions. Now, the real way out of this is to basically create a strategic plan to master those specific channels or those specific things that you're doing before you move on to a new opportunity. A lot of times companies will launch a product or they'll try a new marketing channel and they think that everything's going to run the same way that it was going. But because you're expelling more energy into these different channels and different avenues and different products, your attention goes away from what's already working. So before you do those changes, you need to either put someone in place who is just as good as you at those things that you're currently doing well, or is even better than you at those current things, so they continue to grow month after month while you explore those new opportunities, whether that's a new marketing channel, a new product launch, or just a new avenue in your business. Another thing you can do is develop contingency plans. So if your cold email channel, for example, or if your one marketing channel that's working dips below a certain KPI or a certain performance, you have an all hands on deck meeting that's automatically triggered or automatically set up by one of your leadership team members or one of your team members in general in order to fix that problem before it gets too bad. A lot of people will let the main channel drop or the main product drop in sales, and they think they're doing everything well because the excitement of the new product or the new channel or the new avenue that they're taking in business, and it clouds the fact that things are actually going poorly in the channel or the product that was doing well beforehand. And then lastly, you really just have to monitor and adapt to these things. So it's not always going to be perfect, but you do need to consider the costs associated with trying those new channels and those new avenues before you do them. The better you can get at analyzing them beforehand, the easier it is for you to kind of adapt to these new channels when they come up and not always chase the shiny object if you already have something that's working. Hope that helps.